You're listening to Pop Culture Weekly with Kyle McMahon, presented by 92.9 Tom FM, an iHeart radio station.
Hello and welcome to episode number 48 of Pop Culture Weekly. I can't believe that we're at 48 episodes. You guys are awesome. So, all interview episode again. We'll be in the next, hopefully the next month or so, we'll be back to normal with having our rotating panel of guest hosts joining and getting back to talking about what we watched and new releases and all that stuff. Obviously, it's a little hard right now. But in any event, so some cool news. We have a Reddit, our very own Reddit, you guys and me. So if you're a Redditor, just go to Reddit, and the subreddit is Pop Culture Weekly, and we're posting what's going on in pop culture and, talking about pop culture and movies and music and TV. So head on over if you're a Redditor. Would love to hear you. If you're coming from Reddit and you had never heard the show before, welcome to Pop Culture Weekly. So in any event, today, the very special episode with two interviews. I'm really excited about this. So I speak with RJ Cutler, who is a super producer, Emmy winner, director, writer. Really incredible guy. He has won a Primetime Emmy and a BAFTA award for Best Documentary. He is the creator, director of multiple documentaries, including The War Room, A Perfect Candidate, The September Issue, and The World According to Dick Cheney. And of course, he is very, very well known for his show, Nashville. So awesome show that ran forever. And he was a director, producer, writer. So what he's working on right now is a brand new show on Apple TV Plus. I love this show. It's called Dear, and it's a documentary type show that each episode focuses on one kind of giant personality in their field. So Oprah, Spike Lee, Big Bird, and then these celebrities read letters written by people on how they've changed their lives. And it's cool because as a viewer, you get to see the letter writer read their letter and the celebrity read their letter as well. So it's awesome. I cried a billion times. It is really good, very thought-provoking on how what we do ripples throughout the world, no matter how big or small your circle may be. And so I talked to him. I'm really excited to talk to him. And then I talked to Murr and Joe from the Impractical Jokers. We talk, of course, about the Impractical Jokers show, the movie, Impractical Jokers Dinner Party, which is so much fun. And I'm sure you've been watching that during the quarantine. And the Misery Index, their other show that is very interesting show where you're basically gauging what therapists would say, and it's really interesting what people's thoughts are compared to what a, quote, professional says. So they talk about their new show as well. So we've got a double feature for you. Let's start up with RJ Cutler. Thank you for speaking with me, RJ.
Kyle, it's a pleasure.
So Dear is absolutely incredible. You have such an incredible lineup of guests, too, subjects, if you will. Why, and that's from Oprah to Stevie Wonder to Big Bird. Why did you choose the people that you chose?
Well, that's a great question. This is a show about the fact that one person can change the world. And that the work we put out into the world, the things we create, the deeds we do, we never know whose life they're going to change, and yet there they are out there in the world, working on their own and impacting others wherever our deeds and our work travels. There's the chance to change a life, to change the world. And so when you're working on something like that, you start to think, well, what's the list of people, the long list of people whose whose work, has really changed the world. And what's a good mix? And so we thought, well, we'd love a filmmaker. If only Spike Lee would do this, and we'd love a musician. If only Stevie Wonder would do this, and of course we want a cultural leader and influencer. If only Oprah would do this, and we'd love a theater artist. If only Lin-Manuel Miranda would do this, and we'd love an educator. If only Big Bird would do this, and what about a scientist? Well, is Jane Goodall available? And what about and we went from there. What about an athlete who was also a leader? Well, what's Allie Reisman doing? What about a young person who's leading her generation? What's Yara Shahidi up to? Will she do this? And you start to build, and unfortunately for us, almost everybody we went to loved the idea and embraced it right away and saw what our goals were and agreed to be part of it.
I love that. And, it was as I was watching the Oprah episode, it was a full circle moment for me, because I did 4 or 5 episodes of Oprah's show called Oprah's Life Class on the OWN network. And I had all of these people reaching out to me, complete strangers, from telling my story. And I realized then the power of telling my story from people that you would never, ever know. And that's on a much smaller scale than the subjects of Dear. But it was kind of full circle for me as I'm realizing, wow, all of the people that reached out to me through doing these episodes of Oprah's Life Class were due for me because of Oprah. And she's reading these letters of, people that you would have never known, that you literally changed their life. And it dawned on me what a incredible, it really was a full circle moment for me. And I realized how important it is culturally, because it really does shine a light on, it doesn't matter how small or how big that circle of influence you have is, you can, through your own works, go and change the world. And that, in each episode, it's shown over and over and over again on a much broader scale. And so I just, it's a huge kudos to you for doing the show. It's so genius. And I absolutely love it.
Well, thank you. I so appreciate your saying that. And, to me, it's deeply moving to see the impact that all of our subjects have had on the letter writers who we feature. But on some level, the story that moves me most of all is the story of the ballet teacher who volunteered her time at a Boys and Girls Club in California one day. And a little girl named Misty Copeland, a 14-year-old who was living in a motel nearby because her family didn't have much money and they weren't really certain where the next meal was coming from. That little girl, even though she didn't have any ballet clothes because she couldn't afford them, showed up at the Boys and Girls Club that afternoon because she wanted to learn. She thought she'd want to learn a little about dance. She wanted to take a dance class, and a free class was being offered. And that teacher, who decided to volunteer her time, met Misty Copeland and instantly recognized that she was a prodigy and said so to her. She said the description Misty gives of how she moved her body around, the teacher started helping her move her body around and suddenly turned to her and said, "I think you're going to be great at this." This child who had never heard anything like that at any point in her life. And suddenly her life was changed. The world of ballet was changed. Another dent another crack in the wall of racial intolerance was changed. The world was changed by this woman.
I love it. And, through Dear, you're doing the same thing. You know what I mean? You're shining a light on these stories that may have never been told. And in doing that, you are changing lives with Dear. So I just love how it's such a circular thing. What for you was the most surprising lesson that you learned for yourself in doing all of these episodes?
I think it was a surprising lesson, and yet it's something that I've seen lots and lots of evidence of, and I've in the work that I've been fortunate enough to do, in the friends I've had, and the people I've met over time, is that it is the connection to others that matters most to all of us. Whatever fame and fortune we may have the great privilege of receiving, Maya Angelou is right. Our legacy is the lives we've touched, whether we are Oprah or a school teacher whose name you wouldn't recognize, or a mom, or a ballet teacher.
Wow. I love that. RJ, thank you so much. Could there be a potential follow-up? You have enough subjects for future entries?
Well, I'll text you some phone numbers over at Apple, and you make a few phone calls on her behalf, and we'll take it from there.
Absolutely.
We're ready to go.
Thank you so much for speaking with me. I love the show, and I look forward to your Emmy win. I'm putting it out there for you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, RJ. So there's my interview with RJ Cutler. I again, just such a smart guy, and the show, go watch it. Dear on Apple TV Plus. Next up, my interview with the Impractical Jokers. All right. So I am here with Murr and Joe from the Impractical Jokers and the Misery Index and Impractical Jokers dinner party. Thank you guys for speaking with me.
You got it. We took time out of schedule from all the ends to be here with you, and we're with you.
Exactly. So first of all, let's talk about the Misery Index, because season 2 is premiering, and I love the show. It's so fun. I've got to ask, though, who are these psychologists, therapists?
We ask the same thing sometimes when the number comes back way too low. We're like, oh, are these people, are we sure they're certified?
Right.
Yeah. No, they have a panel to do it.
You know what's funny? They won't let us meet them. We're not allowed to because it's a game show. And we've asked that very question, like, where are these sons of you-know-what? Like, I want to meet this guy that said this is a 23. It's actually a 47.
Right. So how did you guys get involved with the Misery Index?
It was brought to us by the production company and the network saying, hey, here's another show we have that we think might be in your wheelhouse, because we are, kings of debating nonsense. Like, it's what we do. It's ingrained in our friendship. It's what we do all the time. And they were like, we think you might be fun. So for our first meeting, it was actually one of the coolest meetings I personally, and I think all of us have ever been to, where we actually just played a couple rounds. We met the guys that, the producers and the inventor of the game. And they said, could you just play a couple rounds in front of the network? So we had this conference room in this hotel, and we just sat there and played, and we laughed so much and had so much fun. We were like, wow, this is really good. And once we walked out of that room, everybody knew that we should be part of it. So it came together.
I love that. And you guys, I mean, in general, you guys, are the fun. It's always a good time. It always cheers me up. I'll tell you what, no matter how I'm feeling, I can always count on you guys to make me laugh and get out of, my head. So that is a gift that not a lot of people have. So kudos to you guys for that.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you.
So, of course. So I've got to ask, is there a rivalry? Who do you think so far has been more on the money team-wise?
Interesting question. The cool thing about the show is that we change up the teams every episode, and we don't know until we're about to walk on who our teammate is, because it's a game show. We can't know the contestants. We can't know the clips beforehand. When we're seeing them on TV, is the first time you're seeing them is the first time we're seeing them.
Oh.
And I think there are better teams. Like I do like being partners with Joe. But that's because I like Joe generally better than the other guy. But it's funny because sometimes you don't agree with your teammate as to what the answer should be, and that's when it gets to be great fun, or great misery. Is that sometimes we agree, sometimes we don't. I would say out of the four of us, I think Joe is probably the best player. Did you agree with that, Joey?
Thanks. I mean, I think it's interesting because the people at the end get to pick who they want to go to the winner's circle with them, which is the last thing where you only get to pick one guy to go with you. I think it was pretty even across the board this season of who went to the winner's circle most. And I think we've all gotten better this season at the game. So I think just overall, it's definitely more money won overall this season than there was last season. We were terrible last season.
Last season, after some episodes, I was like pulling $20 bills out of my pocket, trying to make the contestant feel better.
It was like church. We were passing around a collection basket with the live audience. Like, could you guys throw in a $5? We got to help out Marie here.
And that actually brings up a good point. How do you deal with, like, you've got to feel bad if this person is, one of the episodes I recently watched was with, I believe his name was Syed, and he ended up doing really well, but I was thinking he has plans for this money. He's going to Norway and to Sweden and like, is there like pressure to be like, oh God?
That's the worst part. When people try to tell us, like, it's like at the end, Jamila asks, the host Jamila asks, what do you plan on doing with this money? And the answer is never like, I'm going to buy shoes. It's like, my brother needs a heart.
Right.
It's like, okay, so good luck. Like,
right.
Meaning that the brother's heartless and she's going to try to etiquette lessons.
And it's always something big.
Yeah, and it's like, my brother needs a heart, and we're relying on you guys to make that happen. You and you alone.
You heard it here first. You can win up to $30,000 of Misery Index. So a heart apparently only costs $30,000.
Mar, I got a guy that could get you for $29,500.
Got it. This heart fell off the back of the truck, if you know what I'm
saying. Still pumps.
So, with season 2, what can we expect? More misery?
Well, the cool thing about this season is that we've done a lot of. Well, first of all, like Joey said, we are better at the show. I think, and we're as emotionally invested in the contestants winning, but also we've done some cool things. So like there's a number of themed episodes this season. So we did like a UK versus US episode where both the clips and videos and the contestants are from either the UK or the US. We did a twins episode. We did a grandparents episode. We did all sorts of a holiday themed episode. So we had a lot more fun with it, I think. And also we added a lot more clips from Impractical Jokers into the show. And we did like live clips too. So like at one point, Sal's father comes out in round 3 to tell a miserable story about Sal when he was a kid.
Yeah.
So more brand integration is always good.
We always need that because people don't know that we're the Impractical Jokers. We have to yell it from the rooftops every chance we get.
So another exciting thing that is coming up for you guys, and you guys, I mean, you've had an incredible career. You guys have been friends for what, 25, 30 years? And
yep.
And you've had Impractical Jokers coming up on season 9. You have the podcast. You have the movie that just came out, which was amazing, by the way. And now you have Impractical Jokers dinner party. Tell me a little bit about that.
So this spawned from we were filming season 9 when the world shut down. So we got shut down, of course, and we wanted to be there for our fans. We wanted to get back in and help. A lot of people trust our show to give them a little bit of laughter and forget about what's going on in the real world. So we're like, how can we help to keep that going? And we also genuinely missed each other. We're friends 30 years, but we see each other. There was a time where we saw each other every day for like 56 days in a row. Like I would see these guys more than my wife. It's crazy.
Right.
So, being on tour and whatnot. So we really genuinely missed each other. We're like, what can we do to help satisfy both those needs. And we were like, why don't we just have dinner virtually from our own homes and just film it and just have us, having our conversations and laughing together and just forgetting about the world, and invite our fans to join us. So that's what the idea of Dinner Party came from. And the network loved it. And we start on May 21st on True TV at 10 p.m.
And who is making dinner? I'm curious.
Each of us are making our own.
Ourselves. Look, we're all in the same boat. We're not going out to restaurants. I was there a half hour before filming a test run the other day. I had my apron on and I'm cooking sauce and I'm wearing a suit underneath it.
And so it's going to be a 6-part series. Could there be more in the future, or is this a holdover until season 9 of Impractical Jokers?
No, I mean they're mutually exclusive, right? I think we would be able to do both. I think for now it's definitely the way that we could get back into the world, so that's how it spawned. But the idea is, evergreen. There's no shortage for us to be sitting and talking or eating. We do all that all the time.
Yeah, the fact is, we'll be eating for the rest of our lives.
And going to the movie, I love the whole thing, Paula Abdul. I mean, it's just I loved the movie. What was that like for you guys to, you're like the Ryan Seacrest of comedy with all your different platforms. What was it like for you guys to go into on the big screen?
I tell you, it was a dream come true. It really was. We wanted to do a movie based on the TV show for years and had more false starts than actual successful starts. And the great thing too is that we got to have a premiere in New York before the world shut down. We got to see our movie on the big screen for like 2-3 weeks before the world shut down. And that really made it special. Like, I'm like, God, wow, how cool that we actually got to see it before everything changed. And then we got to release it on streaming platforms a month and a half earlier than it was supposed to come out because of everything going on. And it was just a wild experience. We never imagined we'd eventually get a TV show. We never imagined it would go 10 years now. We never imagined we'd get a tour, we'd get the movie. And it all is because of our fans and how amazing they are and how much they support us in each of these different endeavors.
Yeah. And it's good to get the feedback from our fans that they enjoyed it. And we brought it to a level that deserved the movie. And I think we felt it when we put it out there, and the fans definitely received it well. So that was a big part for us too.
I love it. And I have a crush on Paula Abdul. How did that part?
As you should. She's fantastic.
How did that?
One of the coolest human beings in the world. She really
how did that
is.
come
when
about?
The idea was, that we had this 90s flashback in the movie where we have an event that launched us into, the storyline of the movie. And it was like, okay, what if we, something happens at a concert, and who's more quintessential 90s than Paula Abdul? So we thought it'd be hysterical if we went to a Paula Abdul concert in the movie. So we reached out to Paula, our people reached out to her camp, and it came back immediately. She's a fan of the show, knows the show, loves the show, and was like, I'm in. So we were like, wow. And this first scene, we met her the first day on set where we're filming the scene in Red Lobster. And that was the first day that we met her. And we spent that day, we were like an hour and a half behind schedule because we all just sat down and started talking. And Chris Henchy, who's the director, was trying to get us back on time. But we were just having such a love fest about she's just an awesome human being. So cool. She has so many cool stories. She's had a heck of a career. So she's just a really, really genuinely amazing person.
Yeah, she really is. Side note, so I've never met her, but I was supposed to interview her she just like toured for the first time in forever. And I went, it was called the mixtape tour that I was seeing her at. And after the show, I was at the little party, and they had set it up for me to meet her. And I'm standing there and I'm by myself because I couldn't bring anybody. My friends that were at the show were outside waiting for me. So, but they knew that I wanted to meet Paula. So I'm like sitting there and I'm like, oh, I guess she's not coming. This really sucks. And so I go out. My friends had gone to the parking lot, which is like a mile away. And this guy's like, you're leaving so soon? And I'm like, I just came to meet Paula Abdul. I guess she's not here. And he was like, yeah, she was just here. She just left. She's been here like the whole time. And I'm like, oh, no. I was waiting in there. So come to find out, she was on the opposite side of the door that I was on. And we were there just, not seeing each other. Yeah.
Oh,
and she ended up tweeting me, which I thought was so sweet. And she was like, sorry I missed you this time or whatever, which she didn't have to do that. Just such a sweet person.
She's a good person.
That's why I make sure to open every door I see, just in case Paul Abdul on the other side.
And oddly, she's there more than not. Like, you'd be amazed.
So what's next for you guys? Obviously, I assume you'll resume doing season 9 of Impractical Jokers. What's on the horizon?
Yeah, I think that's go ahead, Murr.
No, you go ahead, Joey. We're in this together.
Okay. We'll figure out a way to do 9 once the world starts getting back to normal. And in between then, we're all still, writing and thinking of ways to get out there and do our comedy. And the dinner party is going to be a great platform for that. So we're excited that that's going to be happening. And, Misery Index will be on, for a long time now. We did a bunch of episodes, so that's going to be out there for a while. And hopefully we'll get back to it and be able to tour again. And, we'll be able to. We'll all get through this together, and we'll find out a way to get back out there. So.
And how about for you, Murr? Although it's kind of the answer for both of you.
I would say so. We tend to, spend every day together. Right. So, the same thing. I'm really excited to go back to work and to make people laugh and to affect people in a positive way. Thank you, love. And guys, off camera, Paula Abdul just gave me a standard. Thank you, Paula.
She is America's sweetheart.
He's everywhere.
Crazy.
Always off
crazy,
camera.
Yes. I know, it's crazy. Thank you for the coffee, Paula. And Murr's actually getting married, so he might have a very quarantine wedding. We don't even know at this point.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, we're gonna get married. We'll see what happens. Believe it or not, this is a little tidbit for you, but Smash Mouth is supposed to perform at the wedding.
Oh, that's incredible.
Right? I mean, they're going to perform via Zoom like this, but yeah.
Hey, that's incredible. How many people can say, they rocked out, their wedding song was Rockstar. So last question, I got to ask, with all of the stuff that you guys do, there's so many awkward, cringy things that you make each other do. Was there ever something that you were like, oh God, this is like, this might be the line, and we just jumped over it? As I got to say, as a viewer, I've never seen that, but I wondered for you as people.
Yeah, I think the one thing that it still always goes back to the pitch treatment. For the punishment on paper, when we sold the TV show, the punishment was that we would go to a wedding, and we would, when they ask if anyone here objects to this union, we would stand up, object, and go into the long-winded story of why these people should not be married, realize we're at the wrong wedding, apologize, and slink out the back. So that's the one. We just can't bring it. We don't want to ruin somebody's day that they've been dreaming of their whole life. We can't do it, but on paper, it's a great idea.
Just so you don't get any ideas, Joey, don't do that at my wedding.
I'm not going to, but I can't speak that Paul Abdul won't, James.
Or Smash Mouth. Murr, Joe, thank you guys so much for your time. I am loving the Misery Index. I really look forward to the new season of Impractical Jokers, and of course, Dinner Party coming up. You guys are awesome. Keep making the world laugh. Thank you.
You got it, Kyle. Thanks so much, buddy. Stay safe, bud.
Thank you. You too.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
There it is, Murr and Joe from the Impractical Jokers and Impractical Jokers Dinner Party and the Misery Index and the Impractical Jokers movie. They've got a lot to promote because they're such funny guys, and as you can see, genuine and good guys. You want to hang out with them. So that is episode 48 of Pop Culture Weekly. As always, you can follow us on social media. Just search Pop Culture Weekly and we'll pop up. Reviews help. Reviews really help on Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. The reviews do really help. Keep sharing, keep reviewing, keep being awesome, and hit me up. I want to hear from you. Let's talk pop culture.
You're listening to Pop Culture Weekly with Kyle McMahon, presented by 92.9 Tom FM, an iHeart radio station.